Hello and welcome to another edition of The Naked Truth. My name is John Singletary.
And my name is Ramon Rowe.
Today our topic is going to be young black males moving forward. We bring that topic to you because recently we've encountered quite a few young black males who are getting despondent, they're dropping out of school, and it seems that they're giving up on life. So we want to say to them to not get despondent, to keep pressing forward, because in spite of how successful a lot of young black males appear to be, they too experience some of the same things that you are, in that they're experiencing racial discrimination, they're experiencing glass ceilings, they're experiencing the same hard times that you have. However, many of them have developed a network of people who are successful that they can consistently contact, and it allows them to understand that other people are pressing forward even though they may be having hard times, and I too can do the same thing.
John, I think that many times our young people, they don't have those role models. And I think that the Big Brother, Big Sister programs are helpful. But what's even more helpful is the fathers that are in those young men, especially young men, but even also your young women lives. And so these young men, their opportunities, John, they're not as prevalent as what we had. Now, both of you.
I would agree. I mean, in the community growing up, we had on a day-to-day basis people that we considered role models. Of course, for me it was my father, but then I had uncles around. There were people in the community who you could see on a daily basis. It wasn't the television role model.
Right.
It wasn't what you heard on the radio. It wasn't what you saw out in the public, like I said, on television somewhere else. On a day-to-day basis, you could see the struggles. I could see my father kneeling and praying. I could see all of the day-to-day struggles, which serves as a catalyst for you to move forward in spite of some of the hard times that you receive.
Right. Well, and those times that we lived in, they're long gone. They're gone.
They seem to be long gone.
I think I said in the earlier, in the early taping, that when we were kids, look, we had, if I didn't want a job, if I wanted a job and I didn't have one, it's because I said, hey, I choose not.
Right, you just didn't want to go out and get it.
That's right. So now, and the thing about it is, sometimes in the 70s, look, I have a friend of mine who's called me, hey Ray, you want to come down here and work? Oh yeah. It's not the same today. It's not
no, but there are some other avenues, like for instance, I got a gas can, lawnmower, left on Saturday morning.
I did that too.
Because
did that too.
They can still do that.
Yeah.
They could wash cars. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're getting or working the job that you want to for the rest of your life.
Oh no, that's
the fact is that you started an income. You started a funding stream so that you know how to work. You know how to until you get where you want to go.
Right.
You know how to make your ends meet.
Well, also it also gives you work ethics.
Oh yeah.
Like, hey, you got it. Now, if you're working for yourself, such as a lawn care, you've got to be that owner says, hey, I need you here. I need my grass cut before such and such time. You've got to do it. Or if you have a job, I need you to start here at 12 o'clock or 8 o'clock, whatever the case may be. You got to show up on time. But it builds work ethics. These kids nowadays, they don't have that. But what really is that they don't have is good role models in the home or in their lives. I had, like you had role models, I had role models, and those role models affected me even to this day. Even to this day, it affected me, and so I left a positive impact on our lives. And today, these kids today, they don't have that positive role model. And also the opportunities, John. I think I read a few weeks ago that the unemployment rate for African American teenagers is really high. I think it's in the 40%. In some areas it's 50%. I think in Chicago it's so high, it's like 90 some odd percent. I could be exaggerating, but I thought I saw 93%. That's impact too. That's an impact.
Sure it does.
Because John, now you know, when we were coming up, if we didn't have nothing to do, we were getting in trouble.
There was just so many things available. We're not going to talk about some of them.
We're not going to do that because
that's why you normally keep a child busy, particularly a young boy.
Sure enough, right. This is a PG YouTube channel for us.
Yeah, and so what you have to do is you have to keep them busy. You have to be careful of the type of company they keep. All those things are important because as they move through life, the same concepts. You have to mind the company that you keep, where you are. You stay busy, but you learn so much from those little small jobs. You learn how to deal with inventory. You learn how to deal with whether or not you have save out the money that you need to get the gas, and so that you'll be able to continue work. You don't spend all that you have. You learn how to put something to the side. You learn how to please your customers by doing a quality job for them. They recommend other people to you. If you don't do a good job, they're not going to recommend anybody else, and they're not going to let you come back.
That goes into teaching respect. You respect you respect your elders, and you respect that customer that comes back. But here's something else, John, that our single mothers, when you raise some boys, there's a huge difference in raising boys and raising girls. And I think that single mothers need to be a little more stern.
Well, they need a helping hand because a boy needs a father's touch.
Yeah, he needs a father's touch. And sometimes that touch comes on the backside. On the backside. I can remember them days. Yeah,
sometimes it does.
Sometimes it does. But it's important that they receive that kind of discipline. And you cannot raise a boy like you raise a girl. You can't. I just don't see that. What about you?
Well, you can't. I've got both. Boys and girls, and they're totally different. Of course, every child you show your love different.
Right.
You have to make sure that they are respectful. You have to make sure that you give each child individually what they need in order to allow them to move forward and be successful.
Right.
But boys are different than girls.
Right.
And I like that they are. They shouldn't all be the same.
Yeah.
But there are times when there needs to be a firm hand there for a young boy.
Right.
And so we say to the mothers, get someone involved who you trust in your son's life.
Oh yeah, and you gotta trust him.
Yeah, you gotta
trust him.
Yeah, so that he'll be able to get some of the things that he needs to move forward. Not that the Lord is not going to look out for him. And say, we're not saying that every child that doesn't have a father is going to go wayward, because we know that many children who don't have fathers in their daily lives do extremely well. But that's the exception, not the rule. As a rule, we want fathers involved in young boys' lives. And so we say, get someone involved who he can look up to, that you trust, that's a strong male figure.
The naked truth is that we want our young black men to be moving forward. Not forward to the jailhouse or the prison, not forward to the crack dealer. We want to move forward to make a positive impact in our community. We need those young black men.
And you don't have to sacrifice your individualism simply because you do some conforming. There's going to be some conforming that needs to be done no matter where you are, whether you're in corporate America or if you're not, if you're dealing with your own customers. You can still be an individual and at the same time conform as much as necessary in order to get or accomplish your goal.
Right.
And so don't think that it's either or.
Right.
This has been another edition of The Naked Truth. We look forward to seeing you on the next show.
Remember, please become a member of Judicial Freedom Riders. That's www.jfrinc.org, and become a member of this organization. We're young, and we want to make an impact in this community, in this nation. May God bless you. Bye.